Welcome to Sham Chemistry Online Learning. This is Sham Sundar, Government Degree College, Autonomous, Siddipet. In this video, we will learn about calculation of number of optical isomers possible in a molecule. Second topic is racemic mixture and racemization, resolution techniques. Okay, let us discuss one by one. Let us move to calculation of number of optical isomers. Calculation of number of optical isomers. The number of optical isomers of particular molecule depends upon number of asymmetric centers and nature of asymmetric centers. Okay, the number of optical isomers possible to particular molecule depends on two factors. One, number of chiral centers or asymmetric centers, and second factor is nature of chiral center in the molecule. Okay, let us discuss one by one. First category, to calculate number of possible isomers, molecule containing n number of different asymmetric carbon atoms. Okay, molecule containing n number of different asymmetric carbon atoms in the molecule, then the molecule have 2 to the power of n number of optical isomers. Okay, here what is the condition? N number of It is depends on number of chiral carbons. Chiral or asymmetric carbon atoms are centers. Different asymmetric carbon. If two or more than asymmetric carbon atoms present in a molecule, the two asymmetric carbons are not similar, they different or unlike. Okay, if they are unlike, means two asymmetric carbons are not having same environment. Okay, let us take an example. 2,3-dibromobutane. 2,3-dibromobutane. C2H5 CHBr CHBr CH3. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here two carbons. 2,3-dibromo. At second carbon, it is now chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon. Here also chiral carbon, which is having four different groups. Here bromine, ethyl group, and this is the fourth group. For this same bromine, here methyl group, hydrogen, it is a different group. So these two carbons now not in similar. Here this carbon having C2H5, here this carbon having CH3. These two groups are different, therefore these two asymmetric carbons are not similar. Okay, for like these molecules, this type of molecules which are having different asymmetric carbon atoms, n number of this different asymmetric carbon atoms, okay, having 2 to the power of n number of optical isomers. Here n equals to what? N means n number of asymmetric carbons, right? N is equal to here how much? 2. Then put n value into 2 to the power of n. 2 to the power of n equals 2 to the power of 2. Then it is 4. Okay, 4. All these are 4. All these 4 are optically active. Okay, in 4, 2 are enantiomeric pairs, other 2 are other enantiomeric. 2 pairs are possible for this molecule. All are optically active. Okay, let us take structure for this. CH3 Fischer projection formula, CHBr, okay, CHBr C2H5. This is written, okay, in Fischer projection formula. Now it has mirror image, optically active CH3, here Br, H, Br, H, C2H5. Okay, one pair. Coming to other pair, CH3, CHBr, H, Br, Br, C2H5. It is also optically active. Then its mirror image, CH3, BRH, HBr. C2H5. Two enantiomer. These two are now enantiomers. Mirror images non-superimposable. This pair also enantiomers. Mirror images non-superimposable. In for two enantiomeric pairs. Total 4 optical isomers possible for given 2,3-dibromobutane molecule 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it is first type of calculation depends on number of chiral center. If you take any molecule with different asymmetric carbons, you will get different number of isomers. Suppose take any glucose and fructose. Suppose if you take glucose molecule CH2OH, CHOH, 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 CHO. Okay, this carbon asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon, this is also chiral carbon, this is also chiral carbon. All these four are unlike asymmetric carbons are different environment. Look at this carbon, this side HOH, CHO, right, HOH. Here this total group is different, these two total group is different for this carbon, right. So all are unlike asymmetric carbons. How many asymmetric carbons are present in this glucose molecule? It is a glucose molecule, right. Asymmetric number of asymmetric carbons, n is equal to now 4. Okay, n is equal to 4 means total number of optical isomers 2 to the power of n. Total optical isomers equals to 2 to the power of n, that equals to 2 to the power of 4 equals to 16. Okay, right. So by this formula 2 to the power of n, we can calculate number of possible isomers. It is first type of calculation. Then coming to second type of calculation. So in both cases, in these cases, there are no meso compounds. Meso compounds equals to 0. There are no meso compounds in both cases. Coming to second, molecule contains even number of similar asymmetric carbons. Okay, molecule must contain even number of similar asymmetric ones, 2, 4 like that. Those 2 and 4 are similar environment, having similar environment. Okay, such type of molecules, for this type of molecules we can calculate with different formula. Okay, in this case, number of active forms is A can be calculated by the formula 2 to the power of n minus 1. Okay, and such type of molecules also have mesoforms. Number of mesoforms B equals to 2 to the power of n by 2 minus 1. By this formula we can calculate number of mesoforms. For total number of or total optical isomers, total number of optical isomers equals to A plus M. If you add these two, you will get total number of optical isomers for possible for such compound. Let us take an example, tartaric acid. Example, tartaric acid. Okay, what is tartaric acid? COOH, CHOH, CHOH, COOH. It is tartaric acid. Okay. In this case, we have two asymmetric carbon or chiral carbons. Okay. For any given n number of asymmetric carbons, there may be 2 to the power of n. When those two asymmetric carbons are not similar, but here these two carbons having same environment. Look at this, CH1 hydrogen, OH group and COOH group here, and this is COOH, H and OH. For these carbons, HOH, okay, it is same like this, and COOH. These two carbons are now similar type. These two are having same environment. Therefore, this type of molecules have mesoforms also. Okay, let us write Fischer prediction formula for tartaric acid molecule. COOH, CHOH, CHOH, COOH. It is active form. Its mirror image. It is a mirror. COOH, OH, H, H, OH, COOH. Okay. Now other configuration, COOH, HOH, HOH, COOH. Look at this configuration of tartaric acid. It has sigma plane here. It It is optically inactive, therefore no mirror image. Optically inactive. There is no mirror image for this. Optically inactive. Okay. So now only three isomers are possible. Okay. Let us calculate here from 2 to the power of n minus 1. Here n is equal to how much? 2. Right? N is equal to 2 means 2 to the power of 2 to the 2 minus 1, that equals to 2 to the power of 1 equals to 2. Okay. Number of active forms 2. These two. Right? Coming to this number of mesoforms, here n is equal to 2. 2 to the power of 2 by 2 minus 1, that equals to 2 to the power of 0 equals to 1. 2 by 2 1, 1 minus 1 0. Okay, 2 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Here it is a third structure is a 1. It is meso. Right? Meso. One mesoform, two active forms. These two enantiomers are active forms. Total number of isomers by combining these two will give 2 plus 1 equals to 3. All these three. Okay. We can calculate by these two formula number of active and number of mesoforms for even number of similar asymmetric carbon. Okay, let us discuss another case, third category. Molecule contains add number of similar similar asymmetric carbons. Similar asymmetric carbons. Okay. In this case, we can calculate by this formula. Number of active forms equals to A equals to 2 to the power of n minus 1 minus 2 to the power of n minus 1 divided by 2. Okay. Number of mesoforms that is B is equal to 2 to the power of 2 to the power of n minus 1 divided by 2, which is written here. Okay. Total number of isomers A plus B equals to 2 to the power of n minus 1. Either you may combine or calculate from directly from this equation. You will get total number of isomers. Okay, let us take an example, then discuss. Trihydroxy glutaric acid as taking as example, trihydroxy glutaric acid. Okay, COOH, CHOH, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, COOH. 5 carbons. Okay. How many asymmetric carbons are present in this molecule? Here it is 1, it is 2, it is 3. 3 means add number. Add number of similar. Okay. Similar type of carbons. Okay. Now calculate first type of active forms from above given formula. Active forms A equals to 2 to the power of 3 minus 1 minus 2 to the power of 3 minus 1 by 2, that equals to 2 to the power of 2, 3 minus 1, 2 to the power of 2, 3 minus 1, 2, 2 by 2 is equal to 2 to the power of 1. 2 to the power of 2 square means 4, 2 to the power of 1 means 2, equals to 2. 2 active forms. Coming to mesoforms, it is B. 2 to the power of n minus 1 divided by 2. Here n is equal to how much? 3. Number of asymmetric carbons or chiral carbons. 3 minus 1 divided by 2 equals to 2 to the power of 3 minus 1, 2 by 2 is equal to 1. Here it is 2. Total optical isomers, total optical isomers A plus B. Okay, equals to A how much? 2 plus 2. Total how much? 4. Okay, in 4, 2 are optically active, 2 are mesoforms. Okay, so you write practice for this molecule where giant, Fisher, write this molecule in Fisher projection formula. You will get all those 4 molecules. 2 active forms. 2 active form means 1 enantiomeric pair. Other 2 are mesoforms. Okay. In these 3 methods, we can calculate number of optical isomers possible for a particular molecule. Okay. Next, coming to next topic, that is racemic mixture. Racemic mixture. Racemic mixture. Okay, what is racemic mixture? Equiv and equimolar mixture of a pair of enantiomers. When we take equimolar concentrations of dextro and levo, mix up, they will give racemic mixture. 1:1. Equimolar means 1:1. 1:1 equimolar mixture of a pair of enantiomers, that is DL mixture, is known as racemic mixture. This mixture is represented by plus or minus, plus for dextro, minus for levo. Both are in a mixture, both D and L are present. Therefore, when racemic mixture represent with both the symbol, or write DL, DL pair. When we write DL as a prefix, then that is racemic mixture. Plus or minus glyceraldehyde, that means 50% dextrorotatory compound, 50% levorotatory compound. DL glyceraldehyde means 50% dextro, 50% levo. We can write. Okay, take example here. Plus minus glyceraldehyde. When we put suffix like this, then it is a mixture. What mixture? Racemic mixture. Okay. Coming to racemization. In order to get racemic mixture, we have to mix up dextro and levo compounds, right? Means process of formation of racemic mixture. Process of formation of racemic mixture is called racemization. Okay. So racemization can be done by different methods. Okay. Whether we can mix up dextro compound 50% concentration 1:1. When both dextro mix up with levo, there it is a levo. When these two are combined, then we will get racemic mixture. It is a racemic mixture. Okay. Racemic mixture. By mixing equimolar concentrations of dextro and levorotatory enantiomers, we will get racemic mixture. That is a one process. In other process also we can prepare. Okay, that is by the action of heat. By the action of 8. Okay. Okay. Optically pure compound upon heating changes into racemic mixture. Optically pure enantiomer, whether it is dextro or levo. Optically pure enantiomer upon heating converted into racemic mixture. Racemic mixture. Okay. For example, optically pure plus tartaric acid upon heating we will get, take water as a solution, right? Plus minus, here plus minus means it is a mixture of dextro and levo. Just we are taking one enantiomer. It is dextro enantiomer. Upon heating, dextro converted into a mixture of dextro and levo equimolar mixture, tartaric acid. It is the one process. Second process, by the action of acids or base. By the action of acids or bases. Okay. If we added acid or base to the optically pure compound, that is converted into racemic mixture. For example, take minus means levo rotatory lactic acid on reaction with base, on addition of base, it is converted into optically pure enantiomer. It is pure levorotatory compound, lactic acid. Okay. So, in these three methods, we can prepare racemic mixture. The process of formation of racemic mixture is racemization. Okay, take pure levo and dextrorotatory compounds in equimolar ratio, then mix up, they will form racemic mixture. Or take optically pure compound solution, heat it, you will get racemic mixture. Okay, when action of acids or bases, optically pure compound converted into racemic mixture. Okay, coming to other topic, resolution. It is a process, reverse process to the racemization. In racemization, we are mixing up equimolar ratios, then we will get racemization. Here, from racemic mixture, we are getting optically pure compound. Okay, means separation of racemic mixture into pure enantiomers is called resolution. The process of separation of racemic mixture into optically pure enantiomers. So in this process we are separating both the enantiomers. It is a reverse process to the racemization. Okay. So to separate enantiomers from racemic mixtures, we can use different techniques. Those techniques are known as resolution techniques. Resolution techniques. Okay. So we have different resolution techniques. First technique, it is conventional method, mechanical separation. Mechanical separation. Okay. In this method, it is introduced by Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur. Okay. In this method, we can separate two enantiomers by hand picking. By hand picking. Okay. So to separate this method, there is a slight uh, difference in the dextro and levo crystals. When these crystals are slightly differ in physical, then we can separate the both enantiomers by hand picking. Okay, this method is very limited applications. Limited applications. By this method, we cannot divide all the separate all the enantiomers from its racemic mixture. Okay. Second method, biochemical method. Biochemical method. Okay. In this method, by using microorganisms, microorganisms, we can separate both the enantiomers from dilute solution of racemic mixture like bacteria, yeast. Okay. any fungi, all these are microorganisms. Bacteria, whether it is bacteria, fungi, okay, fungi means like yeast and penicillium, okay. By using these microorganisms, we can separate enantiomers from its racemic mixture. Okay. In this process, these microorganisms consumes one of the isomer selectively from the racemic mixture. Okay. Selectively consumes one enantiomer and leaves other enantiomer in the solution. Okay. For example, racemic mixture of ammonium tartarate, ammonium tartarate solution when using penicillium glucum fungi. This penicillium glucum consumes only plus isomer, then leaves minus ammonium tartarate in the solution. So it is main drawback is one of the enantiomer we lost in this process, okay, and very dilute solutions are required to separate enantiomers in biochemical method. Okay, that is the drawback in this method. Finally, coming to last method, chemical method. It is very important chemical method. Okay, this method involves conversion of racemic mixture into diastereomeric mixture. Conversion of racemic mixture into a mixture of diastereomers or a diastereomeric mixture. Okay. Okay. Why we are converting this? Diastereomers have different physical properties. Different physical property. Okay. After getting diastereomeric mixture, In those two diastereomers having different physical properties, hence we can easily separate diastereomers by simple physical methods like fractional crystallization, fractional crystallization or fractional distillation or by chromatographic technique. Okay. Diastereomers have different physical properties, hence we can separate easily those diastereomers into its components by all these physical methods: fractional crystallization, fractional distillation and chromatographic techniques. Okay. For example, take racemic mixture of lactic acid plus or minus. When these two symbols indicated both in same bracket, that is racemic mixture. Lactic acid, racemic mixture, lactic acid. So to convert racemic mixture into diastereomeric mixture, we have to add some other optically pure compound. If it is an acid, add a base. If it is in a base, add acid which is optically pure. Okay, optically pure means either plus isomer or minus isomer. If it is a acid racemic mixture, lactic acid racemic mixture, then you add base. If it is a acid, add base. If it is base, add acid. Okay, these two now optically pure, whether either these two are plus or minus. It must be optically pure. Only pure enantiomer. Okay. So in this case it is an acid. We have to add base to this mixture to convert diastereomeric mixture. So here optically pure levorotatory brucine. Brucine. Brucine is a amino base. Okay. Brucine is a amino base. Amine group acts as a base. So here it is acid, we are adding optically pure brucine. This brucine reacts with both the enantiomers of racemic mixture. Minus brucine, minus brucine, minus lactate. Lactic acid converted into lactate, plus minus brucine, plus lactate, plus lactic acid converted into plus lactate, minus lactic acid converted into minus lactate. Okay. Then these two are now diastereomers. It is a diastereomeric mixture. It is a mixture. It is a diastereomer. It is other diastereomer. It is a mixture plus. This is not plus. This plus means not dextro. We are not indicating in bracket. If it is indicated, that is uh, dextro. Okay. So after getting diastereomeric mixture, then separate these mixture into two components, that is by fractional crystallization. Okay, by fractional crystallization, these two can be separated. Minus brucine minus lactate, here minus brucine, both are separated. Minus brucine plus lactate. Okay. So to remove brucine, brucine is a base, then add acid to it. Brucine leaves as a salt. Here minus lactate converted into minus lactic acid, minus lactic acid. Okay, plus brucine hydrochloride. It is a salt. Brucine hydrochloride. So here we are getting in separate minus lactic acid. Same process here. Add HCl. We will get plus lactic acid. Plus lactic acid. Plus same minus, sorry, here you put minus brucine hydrochloride. So here we are using amine compound brucine to separate two enantiomers from racemic mixture. Initially, by adding this base to the racemic mixture converted into diastereomeric mixture, diastereomers separated by fractional crystallization. After getting separated, add acid to this lactate compound, lactic acid will be formed. So it is very important method to separate enantiomers from the racemic mixture. So this is the today class. We will meet in next video. Until then, thank you.